Hey folks, this is a super quick heads up. One of my YouTube followers, I don't know if she or he follows me, but she made a 100% pro tip, like one of the best live tips that I could have ever received is VRA on Kucoin, and I think it's on a couple of other exchanges. VRA is Verasity. It's a pseudo competitor to BPro, so it's in regards to esports. I don't know how much it is on the betting side of things. I haven't looked into it, but honestly, I didn't care because it's breaking out. And so remember, you buy blood or breakouts. This is breaking out on the US dollar pairing, so the USDT pairing. So if we look at this on the weekly, look, it is breaking out right now. And this could, this could do like a 3x from here. And so, I know, so this is a perfect example of the difference between buying glory or buying a breakout. Okay, this is buying a breakout, and really, it's just now breaking out. It just got above this wick, people. I mean, so this is a breakout. This is awesome. Now, second thing why this is so amazing. Okay, check this out, because you can play it so well. Most people aren't aware of this, but if you get in on this, within the next couple of hours, I would assume, or maybe even a day, because there might be a pop and a small pullback before it charges really high up. It might come back down to test its high. So it is possible that you could get, if you waited several hours, or perhaps tomorrow or Monday, there might be a sell-off Sunday type of deal. It's possible it comes back down to check to create support on its prior high, so you can buy back actually slightly lower than it is now, but it's probably around a 50-50 chance. So if you wait for that, you might lose out, because it might not ever come even close, like within 3 times that price, right? It might find support way higher up. So an okay play might be to market buy. Maybe if you have a certain amount of quantity that you want to put into it, perhaps selling from other bags, or you have USDT waiting, whatever. I sold from another bag, as I usually do, and then once it goes up, then I typically buy that bag back, or a portion of it. But anyway, for example, you might hedge your bets, like do 70% of whatever you're planning on buying for that breakout or whatever on a market buy, like now, and then maybe wait for with 30% of it in case it has a quick dip, like on an hour chart, comes back down and rests on the prior high, and then really takes off. But it's probably a 50. I don't know what the actual percentage chances are. I haven't historically looked at altcoins. But it might only be a 20% chance, because I think when things break all-time highs, just like Bitcoin, it never came back down to test 20,000. It more than doubled, or it almost tripled. It went up to 60,000, and it's testing double the all-time high. So it's creating support around 40,000, which is double its all-time high, instead of coming back down to create support on its all-time high. So not even Bitcoin did it. So you might only have a 20% chance. But anyway, so check this out. This is why this breakout's so special, and most people don't know it. So you are, this is a very special one. And I think Silo also will break out kind of soon. But look, BTC pairing. Is this at an all-time high? No. Why is that so special? Okay. The daily chart shows you why. This is one of the rare instances that the daily is better than the weekly. You have more data, but not too much data where it doesn't make sense. And it's only because the price history is only about 14 months. So almost exactly 14 months of price history. Had this had, double the price history, I would be using the weekly. But look. So what do you see? Why do you think this is special on the BTC pairing? And the main fact that it is not breaking an all-time high, what does that mean? Well, as price is making all-time highs on the US dollar pairing, it's going to hit resistance here on the BTC pairing. And as most people buying crypto right now are brand new, and they don't know what they're doing, and the bots are charging up with it, right? So the bots are really just adding NOS to the fuel, or to the gas pedal of new buyers who really don't know anything about crypto or price action, right? So what this means is people who have been in it longer are essentially going to control the ranges. So the bots don't have to. So look how much resistance is here. It already broke all this resistance, right, on the BTC pairing. And since it's breaking its all-time high, this was the resistance. It broke it. So it's on a blue sky breakout, and it's on a breakout out of this huge level of resistance here. So look, all these candle bodies, boom, 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 boom. That's a ton. And boom, 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 boom. And look, it was resistance here and support here. Okay. And it just bursted right through that on the BTC pairing, and then it's bursting through the all-time high on the US dollar. So what's the next resistance? Bam, around here. So if you straddle, and if you don't know what straddling means, you need to go to my video that the thumbnail has, it looks like kids' pictures with rainbow colors, like 4 different things. Go to that video and learn what straddle is. I need to start creating links to, you know, the exact moment in the video when I refer to stuff. I'll set all that stuff up later. I'm sorry, I'm new to this. So, but anyway, straddle your orders. I would say so I would do this on BTC pairing, folks. And then when it comes back down, maybe I would play a USDT pairing, like play the 2 hour 50 EMA first, because usually the first dip isn't as big, the second one is bigger. So on a first dip, I would usually play after it hits a top range resistance, because it's going to get resistance here on the BTC pairing. That will drive price down on the US dollar pairing. And then it might find a level around the 2 hour 55 EMA. The first dip typically is big. It'll come test its high. It'll come back down even deeper. And that might be your play on like the 4 hour 89 EMA. So a bigger time frame and a bigger number for the EMA, which means it's lower because it hasn't caught up, right? So just like the weekly 10 is a bigger time frame, therefore the weekly 10 is way under anything 2 hour. Like even the 2 hour 200 EMA is going to be above the weekly 10, right? So typically, you know, how to play ranges is the first dip, it's not going to be as severe. In Bitcoin, sometimes it is though. Sometimes it really is. It is. Sometimes the first dip is the most severe, but altcoins typically don't play that way. Because people are buying, a lot of amateurs are buying glory, and that's why the first dip isn't as big. But in Bitcoin, there are a lot of professionals, so the first dip is a lot bigger. But anyway, historically, especially past 2016 when professionals really got into it. But anyway, so I would do limit sell orders straddled around all the body candles. What did I just press? I would do it around. So I think that's 6 zeros, 10 02, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty sure it's 6 zeros. 6 zeros, 1002. And I would do it maybe up. So see all these candle bodies and these wicks here? I think that might be the top of the range to 1101. So let's see here. Where would let's see if we can find a better range on the weekly. I hope it doesn't find resistance here. It could find resistance here, folks. But that's not a very big increase. I think it's going to bust through that. That's not... I don't think this is true resistance, because this was... I mean, it could. I would still do here. So I would say between... Actually, I would up that. I said 1002. I would probably do like 1082 to maybe halfway up some wicks to 11 something, low 11s, and that might be a really good play. And then when it comes down, once those sell orders initiate, then you'll have BTC waiting for you. And if you want to play the USDT pairing, then you would get into Tether. As Bitcoin's falling, so it might be a good idea to do that anyway. And then the next play to the buyback would be something like I said earlier, maybe the 2 hour 55 EMA or the 4 hour 55 EMA or the 4 hour 21. A lot of times the 4 hour 21 and the 2 hour 55 are pretty darn close on breakouts. So playing either of those, and you might play both, like put some, half of your buyback orders around the 2 hour 55 and half your buyback orders around the 4 hour 21. That might be a really good play for the first dip, and it could dip deeper, but you're still buying back lower, right? So you're essentially buying a lot more than you already had. When you do this, you might not sell your whole bag because it could go way up here, right? So this is what I call like your 10 bag. Play with your 10 bag. Keep 90%. or whatever number, you know, it doesn't have to be 90-10 rule, but that's how I do. I just play with my 10 bag, and sometimes my 10 bag becomes more than half of my current holdings of that bag, because I hit the top of the range, bottom of the range, top of the range, bottom of the range, and the breakout, and by the time that happens, my 10 bag is now my 50 bag, essentially, because like I often triple it, so maybe not 50%, but like 33, 40%. So, you know, maybe 10% of whatever you have in this VRA, you know, play those ranges. I wouldn't play with the whole one because you could miss out hugely if it just keeps going. So that's why I only play with the 10 bag to increase that. And that's kind of my strategy. So good luck. Stay safe out there. You know, don't take out loans to do this crap. You could lose everything. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. And if you do, don't get caught with your pants down. Yeah, stay safe out there, and remember to always take profits, and we'll see you next time. And this is not financial advice. I am recording this as a personal trading journal, and I am posting it on YouTube for others to see for educational and entertainment purposes only for my cryptillions and my crypto crackheads. Peace.